Oh, didn't see you there. Hello, and welcome to Breakfast with Benjamin. I'll be your host, Benjamin. And today, I'm going to be bringing you into my world to show you how I make breakfast every morning. Now, breakfast, you see, is the most important meal of the day, and you should always consume a breakfast that has high fat and protein content and low carbohydrates. Now me, I like to make omelets, or like scrambled eggs usually, and if I'm feeling adventurous, maybe a cup of coffee. And without further ado, let us begin. We can begin today by purveying our ingredients. We have grapeseed oil, a mixture of onions and peppers that I have prepared, salt, pepper, an avocado, diced ham, and mushrooms, which I'm almost out of, but this should suffice. And I've already oiled the pan up with grapeseed oil. That's getting pretty hot there. And so we can go ahead and toss in a nice handful of onions and peppers. Now this is gonna take the longest, so you're gonna add this in first. We can wait for that to cook. Now while that's frying, it's time to introduce y'all to the French press. Now this thing is a feat of engineering, the only thing the French ever did right. They may have ruined philosophy, but boy did they invent a way to brew coffee that is both intuitive and easy to clean up. Just watch. Now I fill this glass part up with water. About, how much do you want to drink coffee for? That's pretty good right there. And then we're going to take that and place it in the microwave for maybe a minute and a half or 2 minutes. And while this is frying, we can be brewing our coffee. Put that on, and now wait for that to go. In the meanwhile, we can go ahead and toss in some ham. And we can toss in the rest of our mushrooms. Start stirring these bad boys up a little bit. These cook a lot faster in ham. It likes to jump up in the pan whenever you heat it up. Now at this point, gotta put a lid on the pan to stop the ham from jumping out, let it steam for a minute, and it really spreads the flavor around. And at this point, looks like the water is brewed, or heated up rather. And now, we place the lid on top of the French press and let that sit and brew for about 5 minutes. And now for a time lapse of the actual egg part. And now they cook. Now for this part, I like to let them sit for a few minutes, periodically, sort of flipping them over, letting the underside cook and the top side will not cook during that time, so that whenever you flip them, then they get cooked, because logic. Do that, flip that over a minute. I would go ahead and turn this off, put the lid back on, and put it for a hot minute. And while that's going on, we can go back over here to the French press. Now check this out. Candle behind it, there we go. Let's just do it over here. Here we go. Now we use this top, press it down. This presses all the granules down to the bottom and leaves us with a piping hot reservoir of coffee. Set the cup in order first. Grab a plate real quick because we're just about to finish up here. Where are my plates? There's one. Check back on these eggs here. Well, these look just about done. So I'm gonna go ahead shake this pan up a little bit, make sure they're no sticking. You don't want those eggs to stick. No one likes a sticky egg. And then you just put those on the plate there. It's supposed to be a non-stick pan, but it sucks. So there's that. Now, we certainly cannot forget the most important part, avocado. My favorite part of a balanced breakfast. I've sliced these bad boys up, sliced and diced them, and then you can just kind of squeeze them onto the eggs there. Boy, this is messy. Give me a second. There we go. Those avocados are all nice and chopped up and, you know, just really spread all over those eggs. And then we're going to go ahead, take the French press. Look at that dark brew. It just looks so good. We're going to pour this into our cup of coffee. Oh, look at that. Piping hot, delicious. Now what you see before you here is a real balanced breakfast for a growing boy. And thank you all so much for watching. This has been Breakfast with Benjamin.